Hi, my name is Ronnie Datta and today we're going to talk about the Cold Start Doctrine on house defense. Before we understand what the Cold Start Doctrine or integrated battle groups are, let's understand why we needed them. On 13 December 2001, 5 masked men attacked the Indian Parliament. 12 people, including the 5 gunmen, were killed and 22 were injured. India received credible evidence that militant groups Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammad were behind the attack, prompting India to initiate Operation Parakram, the largest activation of its forces since the 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War. It took the Indian Strike Corps 3 weeks to get to the international border. During that time, Pakistan was able to counter-mobilise and allow for the intervening powers, the United States in particular, to become intermediaries to the conflict. Therefore, Indian military strategists came to the conclusion that the current doctrine was flawed. It was too inflexible to respond to terrorist attacks or other indirect challenges for 3 reasons. The Strike Corps was too big and too far away from the international border, making it difficult to deploy in a timely fashion. The long duration needed to mobilize the Strike Corps prevented strategic surprise, allowing Pakistan plenty of time to counter-mobilize. The holding corps' lack of offensive power along the international border prevented it from engaging in significant offensives. So finally, the Cold Start Doctrine was developed. The goal of this limited war doctrine is to establish the capacity to launch a retaliatory conventional strike against Pakistan that will inflict significant harm on the Pakistan army before the international community could intercede, and at the same time pursue narrow enough aims to deny Islamabad a justification to escalate the clash to the nuclear level. Now, to conduct the Cold Start Doctrine, we need integrated battle groups or IBGs. So what are they? IBGs are brigade-sized, agile, self-sufficient combat formations. Each of them is tailor-made based on threat, terrain, and task. The resources are allocated based on these 3 T's. So for instance, the IBGs meant for Pakistan will be focused more on tanks and heavy artillery, while the ones for China will revolve more around infantry and light artillery due to the differing terrains. The creation of the agile and self-contained IBGs, each with around 5,000 soldiers and a varying mix of infantry, tanks, artillery, air defense, signals, engineers and other support units, is part of the ongoing restructuring of the 13 lakh strong army's entire warfighting machinery to ensure a better offensive punch. I hope you like this video about the Cold Start Doctrine and the IBGs, and if you did, please share it with your friends and family, subscribe to MyNation and keep watching House of Defense.